Hello, Carnage Cravers. Welcome back to Carnage Corner. Today we're actually going to do one of those create a character videos, because in case you didn't know, yes, I'm one of those crazy people who actually uses the create a character suite, and I like to make people that may or may not be recognizable, as well as some that are my own creation. But today we are going to be talking about one in particular. Let it finish loading. So today I'm going to show you what I did and how I made Bruce Lee. Yes, I created martial arts legend Bruce Lee in WWE 2K, and if you're interested in doing the same, you can take a look at this, and I'll kind of walk you through how I did it. So we will start off with the face. Now, face customize. You can pick eye color. Of course, Bruce had brown eyes. Okay. You can do blemishes and wrinkles and things like that. Of course, none of that applies to Bruce. He actually, he did not live to be old enough to actually have wrinkles. So, skin color. Bruce had Bruce was an Oriental man. He had a, you know, like a I would say if I was to describe his skin tone, I would say you can see it here. It's not a brown, it's not a tan, it's somewhere in the middle, and it was kind of hard to find and fit because they only give you so many different options here. So you got to try and find the one that fits the best. From there we go into body type. Now this was information that um, is well known and easy to look up if you don't know it. Bruce Lee was 5'7", and at his heaviest was 175 pounds. He was at one point in time he was actually even lighter than that, 150 pounds, 140 at one point. Um, just there was no fat on the man, and just completely shredded, which is why I went in and when you go in, you have your different body styles that you can pick from. As you can see, I've got him as shredded as I can, complete with veins and whatnot. So, but all of the even with all of that, you do it still could be somebody other than Bruce Lee. So you have to make it 100% clear who you're making. Okay, so in the going into hairstyles now again, this was one of the places where I had to make a choice that wasn't perfect because they did not have a hairstyle that I felt really fit. You can look at lots of pictures of Bruce, uh, and generally speaking, this is as close as I could get to the hairstyle that he normally had. Now, as you can see, I have scars here on his cheeks. Look like scratches. This, of course, if you're a Bruce Lee fan, you recognize this immediately as it is a nod back to Enter the Dragon, where he did in the film get scratched by the bear claw and end up with marks very much like this on either side of his face, as well as across his stomach. So, and these scars exist in the game. I did not make them. Obviously, you can't do that. They exist in the game, which, you know, leads me to believe because they do fit so perfectly to the scar to the wounds that he suffers in Enter the Dragon really makes me wonder if somebody didn't have this idea. Oh yeah, here's somebody that they might want to make, and let's just throw these in there. It makes you wonder about the people who are designing the games, whether or not what they had in mind for to make. As you can see here, this is the in-ring attire. It's very simple. Bruce is shirtless. We have him in a pair of just a pair of pants. I got as close to the traditional pants that you would see a kung fu artist wear as I could. I'm not sure they would have had elastic waistbands, but hey, what are we gonna do? And then of course going into shoes, that's another thing, is they didn't have. Bruce wears a very distinctive style of flat shoe in almost every martial arts film that I've seen him in, but they don't really have anything like that, close to that, in their choices here. So I found the closest thing I could, and you cannot tell just how tall the shoe is because of the pants, which is a good thing because the shoe is entirely too tall to be appropriate. Okay, and then we'll go into the entrance, because it's always nice to have them have a separate entrance attire. Well, it's not separate, because as you can see, it has the same pants and same shoes, but, you know, having him come out with, as you can see, what is a traditional Chinese kung fu uniform shirt, as he comes, that would be what he comes out in. And the funny thing is, he comes out in, if you take a look, he actually, you cannot tell just how shredded and just how trim he is in that, because it almost makes him look like he's bigger than he is. And then of course, you know, the name information, all of that was easy enough. Going into this, I mean, obviously the crowd would cheer him. Hometown was San Francisco. He was born in San Francisco. A lot of people may not know that. He was born in San Francisco, grew up in Hong Kong till he was just about 18 years old, and then moved to the United States in order to claim his citizenship, being as how he was born here. So, that being said, San Francisco, California, hometown. Now, personality. We can go into this now. The main personality trait of Bruce Lee would have to be disciplined, which is why I have it there. The first-hand accounts of the discipline that he possessed are well documented, and you know, it'd be really silly to have anything else be his main character trait. And of course, the way that a character looks is not the be-all, end-all of creating a character in the create a character, for the game. Obviously, the way the character looks is very important. But it should go deeper than that. I mean, for instance, you would not have Bruce Lee coming out to the ring acting like a member of the New Day. That would be absolutely ridiculous. You also would not have him doing moves like, we'll say, I wouldn't expect to see Bruce Lee doing many suplexes or anything like that. He wasn't a wrestler. He was a fighter. He was a martial artist. So it only made sense to me that when making his moveset, I would have it really chock full of strikes, kicks, and punches, and technical striking. And of course, as you can see, I won't take you through all of his moves, but I will take you through his signature moves, which he had the 1, 2, 3 kicks in the corner, as well as the Trouble in Paradise. And on the outside, we have a straight thrust kick and a different rendition of a thrust kick for his signatures on the outside. Spinning back fist. We have a blitz maneuver there. Again, another kick, and again, precise striking. Maybe not necessarily in a kung fu style, but still, inside the confines of the game, you know, really the best that can be done. Of all the dives, I really didn't find one that Bruce would do, except possibly the Wrecking Ball dropkick, so it's the one I included. Now, there was no striking possible for the through the announce table finisher, so I went with the Tiger Bomb. And then, of course, the thrust kick for the catch finisher. Now, as far as the, if you're interested in this game, I'm assuming you would be also a wrestling fan. So for the comeback for Bruce Lee, I chose the Finn Balor comeback as it is the most, it's quick, it's precise, it deals a lot with striking, and again, seemed like the best option. Another place that left me wondering, you know, just searching for the best option as far as for Bruce Lee would be the entrance, because I mean, as I said before, you would not have Bruce Lee coming out like a member of the New Day. That would be an atrocity. That would be insulting to the man's memory, and of course, I would not want to do that. So, I had to do a little, you know, a little toying with it, trying to find the right fit for the character, or trying to find the right fit for the character. So going into this, I didn't bother with an arena movie or a Titantron or an entrance music. Obviously, Bruce would not come out to this entrance music. I don't play entrance music in the game, so I didn't bother to mess with it. As you can see here, Bruce's main entrance motion, I searched and searched through all of them, and I ended up going with this one. It's calm, it's reserved, you know. And while it may not be a perfect fit for Bruce's character, it is, I would say, the closest fit that we actually have in this game. So it's what I went with. And as far as his championship entrance, because I like to give them a separate entrance as a champion. There we go. It wasn't cooperating with me. Okay. And there you have it. The three the three levels, the three tiers, if you will, to creating martial arts superstar Bruce Lee for the WWE 2K series. You know, I have Bruce as a character who is present in the universe mode that I run. Right now I'm running it as the Year of Sasquatch, but eventually I will go down my list and Bruce will get a year of his own. And Bruce actually has a tag team partner. I have Bruce in a tag team with his real life friend Chuck Norris. And of course, you will get a Create a Superstar video for Chuck Norris sometime in the future. That's something for you to look forward to. But that is it for this video. That is it for today. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment. I'm open to questions. I'm even open to suggestions because, you know, this is not an exact science. This is a matter of you know, finding what is the best fit and making it work. And you know, some things are easier than others. That is without a doubt. So, anyways, until next time, remember, carnage is right around the corner.